Good afternoon, everybody. It is Meteorology 8 forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Wednesday afternoon. And as you guys can tell by the title, we're going to be doing another update on this major blizzard and significant flooding out here throughout later this weekend. Definitely going to have a lot to talk about, and just a lot is going to be going on. Major thunderstorms, and even a chance for tornadoes and hail, all likely throughout the Ozarks and the South Central, and then a chance for blizzard conditions and even travel issues throughout much of the Midwest, all the way to the Northeast. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. We are one subscriber away from 1,980. Speaking of that, I'm going to be doing my video announcement of now I'm going to start taking shout out names, but I don't, please do not ask for a shout out in this video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing that later on today, so it would really mean a lot if you guys wait just a couple hours, maybe one or two, because I just don't want to have to keep on responding to them on this video. I will do that on the other video. So guys, please do not ask for a shout out here. Also be sure to hit the big subscribe button. Again, guys, if you're new, I do daily weather forecasts, and now I'm going to be doing another video later this evening on the major upcoming pattern change that's going to affect millions. Also be sure to share the channel to any friends or family that you think are going to be getting affected by the system. Both that for let's get this video. So we're quickly going to be looking at the National Weather Service because it is currently 4:23. So I kind of want to get this before the GFS update, because they don't have to wait a long time, and then my schedule is going to be off. But again, we do have flash flood watches now in effect all the way from Toledo, or actually no, areas into northwestern Ohio. We have South Bend, areas near Bern, Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, areas near Springfield, Illinois, much of South Central Illinois. We also do have St. Louis, Jefferson City, Joplin, and yeah, it's basically what we're having here for the flash flood watches. We do have winter weather advisory infection areas near not far from Rochester. We have Buffalo. Even have winter weather advisories now in effect for the areas near the Panhandle out here in Michigan, near Marquette, and also far northern Wisconsin. Again, that's really it for the National Weather. It's not nothing really big. It won't really be big until more like Friday. So yeah, but again, we're gonna be looking at the GFS update here. This is 11:30 a.m. So this is still all new information compared to the last time we did a video. So again, we are going to be seeing some very heavy rain throughout areas in the next 48 hours. So around this time, or Friday afternoon, we're going to be seeing some flooding rains out here into the really south, Midwest, or Ohio Valley areas. And then we'll start to see that snow kind of really becoming a bit more active in the western United States. But it really won't become an issue until Saturday morning. We'll be seeing this severe weather getting at its worst. At worst rate, again, we're going to be seeing a ton of severe weather threats here. We're going to be seeing a ton of tornadoes likely throughout areas into Missouri. This is definitely going to be seeing something historic, severe weather-wise and snow-wise. Maybe we see this rain all the way from New York down to Texas. Again, it's going to be widespread flooding, but the worst of the severe weather and flooding will be out here into the Ozarks and even South Central. Let's just get that out here. And then we are going to be seeing as well some snow out here into the northern panhandle of Texas, areas into northwestern Kansas, and even Kansas City and Des Moines will be seeing some ice threats as well with snow. As we now get later into Saturday afternoon, this rain will get a lot worse, especially throughout the Mississippi River. That could be that is already over flood stage, and we're definitely going to be seeing accessing over the flood stage a lot more. Areas near St. Louis, yes. Rural Illinois, areas near South Bend, Lansing, Michigan, Tupelo, areas near all the way near Alexandria, Louisiana, are going to be seeing incredibly heavy rain, especially right here. This year we'll be seeing the worst of the rain. It's definitely, as you can tell, going to be very heavy, and we're going to be seeing the snow all the way into Oklahoma City now. We can see some snow showers for Oklahoma City, areas near Wichita, Jefferson City, St. Louis will be seeing more of a rain at this point Saturday. Chicago and Aurora, Illinois will convert into snow later on to Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, the snow and rain does pick up a ton throughout the southeast. Going to be seeing flooding rains throughout the southeast, including Albany, Georgia, areas near Gainesville, Georgia, northwestern Georgia, Montgomery, and areas into southeastern Alabama. And then we'll be seeing the flooding rains throughout areas near Cincinnati, Lexington, even Charleston, West Virginia. We'll be seeing the flooding rains. And we'll be seeing the very heavy snow all the way near South Bend, Indiana. Even Detroit will be involved in this a lot earlier than expected. Areas near Lansing, Chicago, Aurora, and even southeastern Missouri could be seeing some blizzard conditions. And then by later Sunday night, we'll be seeing complete whiteout conditions throughout the New England area. We can be seeing very heavy snow, but not going to be affecting any major cities like not like Boston or anything. And then we could have a snow shower or two coming back here in the Midwest to maybe bring another inch or two. So I'm glad we got that out before the update, because now it's 4:28, so we are just 2 minutes short of the new update. So I'm glad we got that out. So that's why we looked at the GFS first, and now time for the European. So now we don't have to go super fast. I was a little bit rushed in the first 5 minutes, but again, by Friday, we're going to be seeing incredibly heavy rain again, flooding rains. It's not going to be at a severe weather rate until Saturday. Again, we're going to be seeing just a really heavy, chilly rain throughout areas near southern Illinois, southern Missouri, and even areas into northern Arkansas. As we now get into Saturday afternoon, this snow does become a lot more widespread, already affecting Des Moines, Iowa City, Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska, North Platte, much near Dodge City, areas near Topeka, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas City, even all the way into the northern panhandle out there into Texas. Again, as we now get later into Saturday, this severe weather is definitely going to increase by a ton. Look at the amount of rain we're going to be seeing out here near all the way from Chicago down to Houston. We'll be seeing flooding rains for sure. Shreveport, and the worst of the severe weather, again, we can be seeing up to an enhanced to moderate risk in these areas. So again, this is definitely going to be a severe weather outbreak. This is going to be incredibly strong. Going to be seeing flooding rains for St. Louis, Little Rock, areas all the way near Springfield, Illinois, and we'll be seeing some light to moderate rain in front of this for areas in the Ohio Valley and even southeast. We will be seeing some very heavy snow, though. Looks like we will be getting the snow getting a lot more to the south now into areas in northern Texas, areas near Oklahoma City and Tulsa. We'll be getting a good amount of snow and ice mix, but and also a lot in Oklahoma. And then even have an ice snow mix throughout Kansas City and then all the way to Milwaukee and areas near Marquette. We can be seeing a good amount of snow. By Sunday morning, we'll start to see this very heavy rain now throughout Indianapolis, areas near Paducah, Kentucky, Montgomery, areas near Pensacola. Going to be seeing some rain showers with the southeast and northeast there. But we'll be seeing this heavy snow, this snow becoming a lot heavier throughout areas near Jefferson City, areas near Joplin, Missouri, area as well to Tulsa, maybe even Little Rock. Can be seeing a couple snow flurries. This snow will also be picking up a lot by Kansas City and starting to see a huge ice threat as well for south central Michigan. Definitely going to cause a lot of issues. As we now get later into Sunday, really kind of like Sunday afternoon, we'll be seeing this snow becoming a lot worse now, possibly blizzard conditions throughout areas near Milwaukee, Green Bay, Wisconsin during the NFC. We're going to be seeing the game versus the Seahawks. That could be nice to see in the snow. Just watch out travel issues, even though the roads aren't really packed there. I've already seen that in November when I saw the game versus the Dolphins. Again, the only really good thing is there's not a huge amount of people that live in Green Bay, so it's not like a massive like a city like Atlanta or even Milwaukee where we're going to be seeing the blizzard conditions. Now we'll be looking at the snowfall totals here in the European model. Alright, but actually before that, I needed to pull this up. So we're going to be quickly looking at the Day 3 severe weather outlook here. This is where we're going to be seeing very strong thunderstorms, like I said. Definitely something to really talk about. As we get closer to the weekend, I'll be doing videos separately on severe weather and snow, so you guys get a whole video information. But since it is still around 2 days from now, I'll just keep it like that. So since there is so much to talk about, and then I can just leave the rest to talk about for next week, since it's still going to happen next week. But again, we have all the way to an enhanced risk, which is actually pretty rare to see in this time of year. For marginal risk, we have 18 million people, which is already enough. Again, this is also going to be including the flooding threat. So that's for Austin, Texas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then the slight chance we have a better chance for severe weather-wise, so winds, tornadoes, and hail. That is for 11 million people. That's for Dallas, Memphis, Plano, Baton Rouge, and Garland, Texas. So as you can tell, a lot more bigger cities in these areas. And then for the enhanced risk, where we'll be seeing the worst of your weather at this point, what we think. This is actually going to be, I believe this is Saturday. This is what we're seeing for Saturday. Going to be seeing this for 9 million people on their enhanced risk for Houston, Shreveport, Pasadena, Baymount, and Tyler. So I think we even see bigger cities out here. So again, just going to be seeing very strong storms throughout these areas. Again, it's just really going to be just a mess, actually. It's not even going to look like winter at this point, even though it doesn't feel like it. So again, this is snowfall totals have changed a bit. So it looks like Oklahoma City will be seeing maybe 2 to 3 inches of snowfall. Not different really for Oklahoma City stuff. Tulsa, same totals. Really going to be seeing up to 5 to 7 inches though throughout far northern Oklahoma. So that's a bit of a change. Looks like Kansas City will be seeing 5 to 6 inches of snowfall, and then just for general eastern Kansas, will be seeing up to 7 inches. Again, Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska won't be seeing that much accumulation really. Arizona St. Louis as well. Again, European does not show it coming in these areas like the GFS is showing. So again, European showing it going straight up like this. Other than the GFS is showing it going like this. So it is going to be involving a lot of these areas. So again, sometimes there can be like a 5 inch difference for some areas, which is so big. So again, it actually shows Chicago only 2 inches, St. Louis a trace, which is completely opposite than the GFS. Does show up to 6 inches though throughout Jefferson City, and then even to far northeastern Missouri up to 5 to 7 inches of snowfall. Snowfall totals have actually increased a ton though throughout Des Moines. It looks like 3 to 5 inches, and even Iowa City 8 to 9 inches. Going to be seeing a good amount of snowfall near Aurora, Illinois is going to be Illinois. Sorry, going to be seeing up to maybe 3 to 4 inches of snowfall. We'll be seeing a ton of snow throughout areas into Wisconsin, so that's going to be a foot of snowfall possible for Milwaukee and Madison, Wisconsin, even close to a foot of snowfall for Green Bay during the game. So definitely something to really that could definitely be something fun to watch on. I believe it's Sunday when the game is, and we're going to be seeing up to 9 to 11 inches throughout much of north central Michigan. And then only shows another area for a foot of snow for Maine. So that is something a bit different. Now time for the precipitation here. As you can tell, it's not really different. Not necessarily. Has increased snow or rainfall throughout the Gulf Coast, and even a little bit throughout just outside the Appalachians. But again, other than that, nothing really different. Again, southeastern Oklahoma still going to be seeing up to 4.5 to 6.5 inches of rainfall. Areas near Dallas have actually increased rainfall now, up to 2.5 to 4.5 inches of rain. Areas near the Gulf Coast, maybe 2.5 to maybe 3.5 inches of rain. Little Rock, 3.5 to 4.5 inches as well. Areas near St. Louis, 4 to 4.5 inches. Springfield and even Chicago up to around 3 to 4 inches of rain, which is actually a good amount of rain throughout areas into the Midwest at this time of the year, especially from one system. Indianapolis, 2.5 to 3 inches of rain, especially near South Bend. We'll be seeing close to 5 inches. Detroit around 3.5 to 4 inches of rain. It will be better on the better side for Wisconsin, less than 2 inches, and then even around 2 to 3 inches as well throughout the New England area. But again, that's really it for the really rainfall totals now. We're going to be looking at the snowfall total for the GFS. Again, this is the 11:30 a.m. update, so again, not necessarily the 4:30 update. Again, so we will be seeing around 4 inches for the Panhandle area in Oklahoma, and then it actually now does show quite a bit of snow for northeastern. I've been saying northwestern this whole time, have I? Northeastern Oklahoma will be seeing up to 4 to 5 inches, maybe even 6 inches. Oklahoma City, maybe just a trace, really necessarily. Kansas City, 2 to 3 inches of snowfall, and even 5 inches throughout southeastern Kansas. Areas south of St. Louis can be seeing up to 6 to 8 inches of snowfall, and areas north of St. Louis will be seeing up to 6 to 7 inches of snowfall. So this little area, including Jefferson City and St. Louis, are going to be surrounded by the snowfall, which is quite weird. So it looks like Jefferson City only around 2 inches, maybe 3 inches maximum. St. Louis less than an inch. Des Moines will be seeing maybe 2 to 3 inches, and even Iowa City maybe close to 4 inches. And then let's say Chicago has decreased to 2 to 3 inches, and actually a huge update throughout northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Now not showing like 9 inches, only showing maybe 4 to 6 inches. Milwaukee around close to 4 to 5 inches. Areas near Wisconsin, upper Wisconsin, let's say Green Bay 3 inches, and then near Eau Claire up to 4 to 5 inches. Looks like Indianapolis will be seeing maybe 2 inches. Really, most snow will just be north, and then looks like areas near Fort Wayne and even South Bend will be seeing just outside those cities. We'll be seeing up to a little area out there into north central Indiana, 6 to 7 inches of snowfall, and then we can get close to a foot of snowfall for Detroit. So that's actually a major update. That's actually get a bit closer to eastern. So again, it actually is showing up to 5 to 7 inches for Detroit, and even 3 to 5 inches south of Detroit, and even a foot of snowfall out here just north of these major city, the city area. And then actually snowfall totals have increased now for the New Englander. Once again, still showing around 2 feet near Bangor, near Caribou, and Bangor will be getting just over less than 2 feet of snow. And it looks like areas near Oswell for near Burlington, we'll be seeing around a foot and a half of snowfall as well. But again, not necessarily going to really affect Boston, Providence, or any of those areas. And then let's quickly look at the precipitation here. We are going to be seeing a ton of precip no matter what throughout the Ozarks and even all the way to the Midwest. We'll be seeing actually a new update here showing a ton of rain near St. Louis, up to 6 inches of rain. Areas near south central Missouri, around 5 inches of rain in areas near Little Rock, and even southeastern Oklahoma, up to 2.5 to 3.5 inches, only around 3 inches to maybe only 2 inches for the southeast. And then we'll see a lot more rain throughout Detroit, areas near Michigan City, Indiana. Even Chicago will be getting over the 2 to 3.5 inches of rain. So for once, the southeast is getting less rain than the Ozarks or the Midwest. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. And yeah, so I'll have a couple of videos. I'll have my shout out video, I think, next. I don't know exactly when. I know my shout out video, my announcement that I'm taking names for shout outs. And then I'll have the update on the upcoming pattern change. I'm planning maybe 6:30 to 7 o'clock, and it all depends what I do in between from here on to then. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and bye, guys. Everyone stay safe.